ball up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready!
On second down now. It's Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget
You lady!
You got him. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Watch the curve.
36 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. It worked to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's complete. It's Miller. On 3rd down.
Tight left. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Mike.
Set, lady.
I'm going to run you over.
Keep it hot.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And Adams has it, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, that's scared.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boom! That's how we do it.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Johnny Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, run the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down, that's a bad possession.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Got it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Big River. Big River.
Locked to throw on second down. Incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming. And taking those sacks, that's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right there.
On second down now. Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, watch the
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 right now. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be second down.
We got 4.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get it.
This one caught by Isabella. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Down. 70. Indy. Get him, boys.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. It's a 43-yard punt,
Let's go,
return
baby.
of 5. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we enter the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play these games with the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Come on,
give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Right here.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
A first down carry now for Miller. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
51 the mic, boy. 51. 65. 65.
Now a first down throw. Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion,
right there, 56.
and that makes this second and 9.
Ready, hot. Ready, hot, hot.
56, Mike, 56.
Ready, hot, hot.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third and 11. Throwing is Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either.
Good
it's
work,
no
boys.
good.
Let's go.
Off to the right,
Let's go.
and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Let's go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Last stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the
90
tackle.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Let's go.
On third down, Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
We played to win.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go.
Ready, ready.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Oh, yeah.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now.
On second and 12, Lock, and that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. We have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Play action. Stafford. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Jamie Gillen standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go now.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous.
Ready,
so
ready.
Time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From his own end zone, Locke on 3rd and long. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. With it is Brown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Stafford on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked.